Imagine stepping into a house built before America existed. Walls that have felt centuries of wind, storms, and stories. Places where time moves differently, slower, deeper, richer. These structures survived colonization, wars, and modern progress. From adobe churches to timber homes, some still stand in silence. What secrets lie in their beams and stones? Could you walk floors trod by those long gone? Let's travel through time and uncover America's oldest buildings still standing. Get ready for a journey that bridges past and present. One, Taos Pueblo, New Mexico. Rising atop the high desert, Taos Pueblo is more than a building, it's a living community. Its adobe walls were constructed centuries ago and are still inhabited today. Families pass traditions down through generations, keeping the same homes alive. Here, history isn't a museum, it's daily life. What does it feel like to live inside walls that have known centuries? The Pueblo shows how buildings can breathe with culture. And next, we move into colonial Spanish rule. 2. Palace of the Governors, Santa Fe, New Mexico, 1610. Built as the seat of colonial government, this adobe structure is one of America's oldest continuously occupied buildings. It has served Spanish, Mexican, then U.S. administrations. Its timber ceilings, vigas, and portal walls whisper tales of power and change. What does it mean for a building to watch eras shift around it? This palace is more than stone and wood. It's a silent witness to history. Next, we step into spiritual beginnings. 3. San Miguel Chapel, Santa Fe. Often cited as the oldest church in the continental U.S., built roughly around 1610. Adobe walls 5 feet thick, centuries of worship echoing in silence. It has been rebuilt and restored, yet original portions survive. Imagine early settlers kneeling here under candlelight. What prayers were offered in its quiet hours? This chapel is faith carved in clay and humility. Now we head into the colonial Northeast. 4. Fairbanks House, Dedham, Massachusetts. Believed to be the oldest surviving timber frame house in the U.S. built by Jonathan Fairbanks, and passed through 8 generations. Its low ceilings and heavy oak beams feel lived in. Each floorboard carries footsteps of centuries. How do you preserve wood in a changing climate for so long? This home survived because people remembered. From wood to stone, next is 5. Henry Whitfield House, Guilford, Connecticut, built in stone rare for early American homes. Its rugged walls and small windows protected settlers from winters and conflicts. Today it's a museum, but the stone still carries the echo of colonial lives. Can silence linger inside walls this thick? This house reminds us that early America built to endure. Speaking of endurance, next we cross to 6. Wren Building, College of William and Mary, Virginia, one of America's oldest academic buildings, designed in a blend of traditional colonial and English styles. Lectures, politics, revolutions, all passed through its halls. Imagine students learning under its creaking floors centuries ago. What lessons would its walls tell today? Here lies the architecture of education and change, from learning to faith onward. 7. Jamestown Church, one of the earliest ecclesiastical structures in colonial Virginia. Though rebuilt and restored over time, bones of the original church remain. It speaks of early settlers, survival, and belief. What worship looked like under threat and hardship. This church stands as faith born in frontier life. Next, we journey northward. 8. Casa Grande, Ruins, Arizona. A pre-Columbian structure built by the Hohokam people. Thick adobe walls, mysterious windows, still partially standing. It predates European arrival, a monument to earlier civilizations. Who built this massive house in arid land, and why? The ruins guard secrets older than colonial history. From ancient adobe, we return to colonial dwellings. 9. CA, Nothnagel, Log House, New Jersey. One of the oldest log houses in the U.S., built with interlocking logs and simple joinery, no nails needed. It survives storms, decay, centuries of change. What stories hide between those logs? This home is ingenuity made quiet and strong. Now we cross to religious brickwork. 10. Gloria Dei Church, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The oldest surviving brick church in Pennsylvania. Still active, still worshiping after centuries. Brick, mortar, history in every arch. Congregants share pews with those long gone. Can faith truly bridge centuries? This church proves it might. Now onward to another colonial gem. 11. Richard Sparrow House, Plymouth, Massachusetts. One of the oldest surviving houses in Plymouth. Timbers exposed, architecture preserved, stories in every wall. Settlers, generations change, it watched them all. How do you live in a house that outlives nearly everything else? This house stands as a humble witness to American beginnings. From Plymouth, we move south. 12. Lower Swedish Cabin, Pennsylvania. A rare example of early Swedish log construction in colonial America. Logs, simple design, came from early settlers in the Delaware Valley. It survives as a link to Scandinavian influence in early U.S. history. What daily lives shaped by climate, survival, adaptation. Here's a building built from what the land gave, from wood cabins to places of power. 13. Palace of the Governor's Outbuildings, Santa Fe. Besides the main structure, parts of the complex date from early 17th century. These auxiliary structures housed guards, officials, and carried administrative weight. They preserved everyday life around great walls. Can small rooms tell big stories? Yes, because they supported the halls of power. Next, crossing to Southern colonial architecture. 14. LaPointe Krebs House, Pascagoula, Mississippi. One of the oldest colonial structures on the Gulf Coast. French colonial style, stucco over brick facing marsh and sea. Survived hurricanes, salt spray, war. What production, settlement, trade stories did it see? It is resilience on the edge of water, from the Gulf to religious roots. 15. San Juan Bautista Cathedral, Puerto Rico. Built in 1521, it's among the oldest church buildings in the U.S. territories. Its arches survived hurricanes and colonial shifts. Inside lie tombs, relics, centuries of worship. What conversations have been whispered under those ceilings? This cathedral connects American history to global age. From the island seas, we end where we began, silent stone. These buildings are more than bricks and beams, their stories carved by time. They survived storms, upheavals, new worlds raised around them. Which one would you walk into, breathe history in, and feel time pause? Leave in comments the place you'd explore first. If this journey through America's oldest architecture moved you, hit like, share it, and subscribe for more hidden wonders. Next time we travel, we'll find even more relics standing quietly, defying time.